Could you survive in Project Moon? I think our answer as a collective is no. We probably wouldn't survive. But let's see.
Guess I'm doing swap now.
Let me know if the audio for the video is like loud enough for you guys.
I always had this question in my mind. The setting of Project Moon is extremely interesting and highly mysterious. It is, in many ways, very much like our own world, just with some sci-fi and eldritch stuff tacked onto it. So why not live in it? World hunger, disease, mortality, all of this has already been solved in the city. Well, if you have even an inkling of what it's like to live there for the majority of the population, you'd think twice before visiting this place. Hi, name is Venno, and I'm here to answer questions that nobody asked. Let's
Love that fucking intro. I'm here to answer questions that nobody asked. I fucking love that so much, dude.
entertain the idea of actually living in this setting. How should we approach surviving in this hellhole? Short answer, you don't. Long answer is in the rest of the video. But first, we've got to establish on what terms you're going to get transported here. First, you won't be allowed to possess any meta knowledge about the setting. You will behave as if you have never played any of Project Moon's games and have never interacted.
These guys would all die. These guys would all die. They don't know how to do that. They would come into this world acting like they knew it. They'd be packed up. Let's video over.
In any way with the franchise. I know, it's going to be hard not to imagine yourself running straight towards Ham Ham Pang Pang, but I trust you'll be able to suspend your disbelief for this. Second, we'll assume that you can speak the language. The city seems to be a melting pot of cultures, with various districts possessing some cultural identity and even a little bit of a distinct language, but everyone is seemingly able to speak one uniform tongue. I could make you learn Korean there, but I think the difficulty is already high enough. Feel free to imagine yourself dying instantly just because you don't know what a rat is. Third, you'll only have a smartphone and some personal belongings that you may have carried on your person prior to being isekai'd. Oh, and lastly, you'll appear right around the end of Library of Runa. That way it's easier to justify you popping into existence.
Okay. Fuck. Dude, you know what? I don't know how Library of Runa ended. I don't know how this ended, so I'm already at a disadvantage. But we're going to pretend that I know how it ended anyway. And I will say this, right? I'll make a deal with you guys, right? I'll make a deal with you guys. If this stream somehow gets 1,000 likes at some point in time, even if it's in 2 weeks, whatever, I will download Library of Runa and play it on stream, if that happens.
It's honestly not that important when exactly you arrive in a city, unless we're talking pre or post lobotomy.
No, don't tell me.
You probably understand why.
Yeah, we're living in the worst type of isekai moments,
Let's say
dude.
Wang, during their testing of an interdimensional teleportation device, managed to teleport you into a
Do
random
not make
location
no alt accounts, dude.
You appear in a nest and don't get instantly abducted and tortured. Instead, you get promptly kicked out because you don't have any valid documentation. With almost nothing to your name, you have to survive in the backstreets.
So we're instantly in the backstreets. Is what they're saying. So we don't even get... Damn, so cell phone, a couple of belongings, backstreets. Yeah, we're cooked, chat. I don't think we make this. And when I say we, I mean we as a collective. You feel me? We do not make this. We don't make this one. I don't think we make this. Right? Like, holy shit.
Exactly do you arrive is up to chance. In some places, you'll be porked almost instantly, but in others, you have a relatively easier time as long as you don't act recklessly and focus on getting your bearings. First things first, shelter. You'll need some building to hide in to survive these guys.
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of saying. They're pretty much saying, like, if you spawned in, because where he showed us was K-Corp, the train line. We didn't have no documents. They kicked us out to the back streets. So I think, like, we might be cooked, bro.
We'll assume that you're savvy enough to ask someone about the bare minimum of where you are and how dangerous it is at night. You won't be able to rent a room yet, given your lack of on, so you'll have to ask someone to let you in, or forcefully squat somewhere, which, given your lack of augmentations, would be extremely risky. Even if you know some martial arts or...
Now, we have no ego. We're not coming with no weapons. I don't care if Pierre cannibalizes me. I'm cracking. Down bad.
Or are ruthless enough to force your way into someone's house with a makeshift weapon, remember that conventional laws are almost non-existent in the backstreets, so the residents will have no qualms about defending themselves and physically dissuading you from entry, potentially ending your run right then and there. Now, assuming that you're not a bloodthirsty maniac, Yet, it all depends on how you can negotiate entry into a building. But it's assumed that people won't be against saving the person if it doesn't involve endangering themselves. So you should be relatively fine in that department. Just don't expect anyone to open when it's already too late, since even capable fixers are not convincing enough when the waves are coming. Alright, now that you have some time to yourself, let's try to figure out our goals. First, money. Food isn't free in this world, and you've got to feed yourself somehow.
Food isn't free in any world, right? Like that was common sense, right? Like, but okay, money. What are y'all doing for money? What are y'all doing here for money? Because if you had like the skills you have right now, you get transported there, you know nothing about the world. What would be your first attempt at getting a job? Free samples?
Now,
That nigga
if
said
you're
free
already somehow
samples.
unhinged enough to consider cannibalism, then go ahead. Do be warned that your future employers won't be
Selling
looking at you
Oregon or two?
kindly when your resume
Straight to
says
Robin? I fuck with it.
connoisseur of corpses. Unless you're in District 23, in which case your gastronomic preferences will be much appreciated.
This is where they eat people at.
On a more serious note, earning money as a regular unaugmented civilian isn't really the focus of Project Moon's games. Not having the sci-fi muscles to do good manual labor, nor the futuristic knowledge to perform effectively in tasks requiring it, let's just say you won't be earning anything substantial for your whole life.
Completely legal, by the
And
way.
that's the reality of Backstreet's dwellers. Most people here don't have talent or opportunities to learn, so they
I'ma just-
trudge along.
It's when I looked on Steam, that game and Lobotomy Corp, they're both like 25, $30. But pretty sure if you buy them from like one of them other sites, like it'll probably be way cheaper.
Onto their failing
But
businesses
buy it
dev
for full
jobs,
price though. Support the
working
company.
for pennies and living from
Support the
paycheck to
company, dude.
paycheck, resigning themselves to their cruel, unforgiving fates that one day may meet their premature ends to force far
Horizontal
beyond
business
their
is
control.
crazy.
And that's fine and all, but we'll assume that you're
What if your customers are abnos? I just wanted to throw that out there. What if that's what pulls up on you?
not yet consumed by the utter hopelessness
Got it for
plagues
12
the
bucks on
city.
Steam sale?
After scavenging up some
Damn, that's
pennies
really
and
good.
consuming some questionable street food, you start gathering information about the world. Visiting some pubs, restaurants, and other establishments, talking to the locals, you start to get the general picture. Most people want to get to the nest, the actual civilized city that you're used to.
Yeah,
And
my
that you've
customers
been
would
properly
not be abno. You never know, bro. If you're in the back streets, bro, you're in the back streets, bro. You never know what you're gonna get, bro. I just die. That's it. I think this world would be really hard to survive in. I think as a regular civilian, this world would be hard as fuck to live in. It wouldn't be as sweet as we think it would be.
Out of. Getting a residency permit there, though, will probably take ages, since even prominent fixers get rejected.
Would learning about the world overall spoil some of the cantos? No, dude. And I chose this video myself. So if there's any spoilers in the video I chose myself, I think that's completely fucking different than be playing the game and people, you feel me, doing that. You act like any of us have any talents we could realistically offer. Best to just get used to being fucked over. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair, except for the bad end in LobCorp. I mean, I guess that's fair. Maybe you have skills, dude. But if Queen of Hatred walks in, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I got to see what that looked like later on. Like, I think if you have skills, they should translate, bro. Maybe you get superpowers, bro.
Constantly.
Maybe you're rolling,
that's out
bro.
of the question. You could utilize the knowledge of your world and sell it as valuable information. The fact that you know there's a whole separate reality that is mostly different from the city is something that several winks would take interest in. However, you're just a random backstreet bum and don't have any credentials that could reinforce your claims.
You have
So
your cell phone,
your
dude.
knowledge will
You spawned in with your cell phone. So if you spawned in with a fucking Apple iPhone or a Samsung Android and they don't have those phones, that type of design in that world, that's literally proof you came from somewhere else. And your cell phone should have pictures and videos of your friends and families and different things that you did while you were in the regular world. It should even have the games and shit that you have on your phone. So effectively, you would have access to prove that you're from a different place. Come on, use your brain, dude. Come on. You're
likely
locked.
be considered as ramblings of a deranged lunatic. If you already have some business expertise from the real world, then opening your own store or workshop is perhaps the safest option. You'll earn money and
They'll
establish
persecute you for that?
connections that will help you integrate into the setting more and more until you'll be able to live somewhat comfortably. but you'll need to deal.
I want you to think about that, right? If you're like, I came from another universe, another multiverse world where things are ripe for the picking. If you guys hire me on as a consultant, I will feed you all the information you need so that when we go back there, we can just take it over. These greedy little money hungry assholes, they'll jump into that plan, bro. Come on. And you're not taking pictures of their world. You'd be showing them the pictures you took of your world. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I doubt we'd even have internet unless we are given internet during the crossover. He didn't specify that. He did just say we had our phone. So I'm assuming our phone works, point blank, period. However we need to use it. He didn't specify that.
With syndicates trying to shake you down, rival entrepreneurs attempting to eliminate you, and all the other random bullshit that can get you killed in seconds. But it is something you can get used to and learn to avoid with time and experience. In my opinion, if you want a peaceful and comfortable life, this is the most optimal choice.
Bro, you're not having a peaceful life here, bro. You're literally not having a peaceful life here, bro. It may be peaceful for 24 hours and then they're coming to hunch on you. It's over, bro. Yeah, but then they would go, I don't like you. Give me your money. I don't care.
Oh, hi. Who might you be? You're from the head? Taxes? Well, I already paid my own. And the income tax too, yes. What? I have to pay for this? And that as well? I don't really have the money right now. Could you please?
Yeah, bro. I think you would die, dude. I just don't think that you would survive coming here. Like the people who have grown up here and lived here, of course they're surviving. But I think if you came out of nowhere, yeah, I think you're getting cooked, dude.
Yeah, not so optimal then.
Not at
It's
all.
implied that taxes in the city are enforced with an iron fist, or claw in this case. However much you're earning, you'll almost always be under the threat of a claw teleporting into your room and claiming your bones as payment. And there's no escaping it, so nothing new for the IRS. Okay, I see this is clearly not working as well as you thought it would. Let's take a step back. What's the most surefire way to get rich and not get killed? Well, could I interest you in mercenary work? Now, I know, not the safest profession, but hear me out here.
Okay.
And look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
What are the things that tend to make your life miserable? The government, syndicates, random sci-fi and eldritch crap? What do they have in common? Ah, that's right. Power, influence, violence, technology, magic. These are all manifestations of power. Power which is often used to take away something that someone has, because they don't have the power to defend it. That's how the city works. If you want to live a life without worry, you need to take others' lives away from them, even if it means killing.
Which is
There's
crazy,
honestly
but I mean,
no other way
it's
if you
true.
want to survive the back streets.
it's crazy, but it's
Okay,
true.
mercenary. So, you meant fixer work? Well, yes and no. Sure, you can start off as a fixer, but for the first couple of years, you'll be only taking dogs off of trees and earning the bare minimum while your operator abuses your naivete. You're still learning the ropes of the setting.
Getting
and at
used and
this stage,
abused,
Even the
man.
local kid is more privy to
Getting
how
used and
people
abused,
operate.
man.
And there's still a large risk of being killed.
That's so funny.
Only when
dude.
you manage to save up enough for decent augmentations and get some combat
Oh, and
experience,
I'm fixing
you get
this
to
real quick.
progress in fixer grades, getting further and further until you reach the limits of your talents and stay where you are, earning a decent living while still having a much higher mortality rate than an average Joe.
There we go. We're back.
Your
We're
best
back.
bet
We're back.
would
We're
be
back.
landing a desk job.
But the thing is, like, I think with no skills, becoming a mercenary would probably just be the better idea. I have given it some thought, and if you don't like the idea of prostitution, joining the middle also works. Meet Shilda's job. Do you think the middle also owns strip clubs? Probably. They probably got a little bit of everything.
Preferably at an
Gang member.
association, and staying put. Although I can't say whether you'll have a decent salary there, considering that it's not you who's putting their life on the line. Also, office raiding is a thing, so you're not entirely safe there. Honestly, that won't do. It's somewhat honest work, sure, but in my personal opinion, syndicates is where it's at.
That boy said syndicates is where it's at.
Syndicates are the chaotic counterpart to the neutral offices and lawful associations. You don't need any licenses, contracts, or morals, just you and your violent merit. The processes of joining, I assume, are similar to those employed by real-life gangs. Act tough, vaguely threatening, perhaps befriend a member or two, and you're in. It's time to prove your capacity for destruction and killing. Hell yeah, let's go rob some banks or whatever. Nah, in your dreams, Bato. Ain't no one picking you up with those scrawny-ass arms and no cash. You have to actually prove your worth first. And
Sometimes you gotta become
you'll have to start from
a boss in the mobile gang. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta do it, bro.
rats.
The guy who said he
The
joined
lowest
the
of
middle
the
was
low.
on point.
These guys mainly pick up
Yeah, it seems like so far out of all the options, this seems to be the best one, right? Like, but are you guys built for that life? Like, are you guys built for robbing and stealing? You feel me? Like, are you guys built for that? Robbing, stealing, killing. Like, is that something you could really see yourself doing? Yeah, think about it. It's a little crazy.
organs for sale and shank weak-looking citizens. They're feeble, pathetic, have literally nothing to their name, but they also got nothing to lose. Even a cornered rat is dangerous. If no one decides
Now
to
the part
recruit
you're on
you
is
into an
the
office or a
119 out of
half-decent
20 people end up
syndicate, then
becoming.
you'll most likely end up as one of them.
But I better learn.
However,
That's
working
fair.
solo in the city is a high privilege available only to the strongest, which you aren't. You have to join or, ideally, form your own rat pack. Being the leader
I'd
allows
cry.
you to efficiently discern what exactly your group needs to climb out of poverty and not become prey to other hostile.
It's funny that I literally asked that question earlier. I was like, which one of you guys was the group leader? Now they're talking about being the leader and how you have to make all the decisions and shit. That sounds tiring, doesn't it? If you want to join the syndicate, the middle is the one. The middle literally has the best quality of life out of all the syndicates. All you do is chill with your bros and sisters. Or the middle has the most likes hiring policy. That's the reason I went there. I'll never know until I try.
Forces.
Fair.
Utilizing your members as either meat shields or valuable potentialities is entirely your choice. Rats also have a large information network, containing rumors that help them plan their courses of action. This network will be invaluable in helping you survive incoming dangers and capitalize on opportunities that other rats may be too afraid to take on. However, your main goal should be learning as much as you can about the city and toughening yourself up. Death is everywhere, so you have to get used to not only seeing a dead body or two, but to getting your hands dirty as
You're
well.
gonna be doing the
This mental aspect of the job is something you won't get accustomed to, well, ever, but at least cultivating the skill to suppress your mind and body so they won't break down at a crucial moment
Disease
is
of the
something that you
mind.
will definitely need if you are to go down this path. After you've accumulated enough real-life experience, maybe gotten a hold of some augmentations, and wisened up to the rules of the backstreets, you're
Are you becoming a clinker when you come here, or are you gonna stay clink free? I know some of y'all probably gonna stay clink free. Y'all
probably
not gonna
ready
get
to
those
join
upgrades.
an actual syndicate. Pretty much any unregulated but organized group can call itself a syndicate. You could even form your own if you still got those rat friends of yours. Nobody's stopping you, and nobody will care either. A syndicate is only as valid as the reputation it holds. If you're at the Cannard level, then you might as well not call yourself anything. But if you got some notoriety, then fixers may come knocking at the request of a
tattoos or
person who
boluses?
may not like you very much. So the safest option, in my opinion, is trying to get into a well-established syndicate, preferably
You did.
one that is a subsidiary of a finger.
The ring.
For those who somehow don't know, fingers are the biggest and baddest syndicates around. Their power and influence is comparable to that of a wing, if not higher. Although being under their protection is a major boon, they have their own really weird stipulations if you want to associate yourself with them. For example, the Thumb are the extremely hierarchical mafia that will end you if you do as little as give a wrong look to your superior. The Index pray to ChatGPT to come up with the most random shit for them to do.
They pray to Chat GPT. That's funny.
The middle are literally dwarfs from Warhammer. The ring are for the more artistically inclined. And the pinky is reserved for chads only. Spoilers, you're not
The
one of them.
pinky. I think I'll be a part of the pinky, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be a part of the group with the
It
most
comes
aura.
down to your preference, which of these 5,
Where the pinky at, bro?
okay, 4 things
Do we not get the fuck? Don't. I'm not gonna even ask.
you're going to gun for. All of them provide a noticeable security and reputation boost to any of their affiliates. Just mentioning their names will deter any would-be assailants. They all do come with their quirks and requirements that you'll need.
I just like that the pinky's wearing all black. That's more my vibe. Like they're wearing all black. That's just more my vibe, bro. It's just more my vibe. The fit they had on was the type of shit that you feel me I fuck with.
to keep in mind. Probably the worst one to be the
Oh,
rank
and they're
under
secretive.
is the
We fuck with
Endless,
that. We love
an
that.
infinite monkey typewriter that may randomly send you on a suicide mission. Yeah, only gacha fans might gamble on those odds. Oh wait, the ring just wants psychopaths under it. You literally need to pass art aptitude tests to have their protection. 1 failing grade results in a warning, 2 in protection privileges being revoked, and 3 in expulsion. But
You know what? You know what I'm thinking, bro? You know what I'm really thinking, bro? I think at this point, I'm gonna just say, and you guys can just talk about whatever you want in chat. Probably before this next month, like when Monday hits, this next week, I'm probably gonna end up just watching or reacting to a bunch of these videos anyway. So I'm probably gonna just know a bunch of random shit that I shouldn't know for the part of the story that I'm at. This way, we don't even have to worry about the spoilers. I just don't really want any backseating. Like, would that make it easier for everybody to enjoy whatever they're doing? The middle is probably the best area to live in, to be honest. It's the Pinky, bro.
a potential
Fuck you talking about? Pinky Gang, bro.
Guru
Fuck you
artists,
talking about?
go ahead. The rest may want
Pinky
to look
Gang,
elsewhere,
twin.
like the thumb. Now, the potential of having your entire syndicate purged just because you looked at a couple in a funny way may not be that appealing. But if you follow their strict hierarchy code, then you're under the wing of the
Well, because the disease of the mind is just associating through the city life without caring for others, not the distortion. Okay, that's pretty cool because I didn't know what that was. I kind of like that information. Pinky got that. Pinky is fucking their peak, bro.
most stylish organization in the city. Who doesn't want to be a badass mafia boss?
Fuck y'all. It's about the Pinky. Feel me? Pinky Gang, twin. I don't know because the distortion has been around pre-Lob Corp. No, Pinky is not like the other syndicates. The Pinky doesn't exist. Members of the Pinky don't know who the other one is. So that's even better. That's even better. Secretive.
Only if you're already a criminal, of course. And if you still have your tongue intact. In exchange, however, you will get the best protection there is. Any fixer will think thrice before even speaking to you, since not even outsiders are exempt from the hierarchy rules. If the thumb recognizes you as a valuable individual, then the people who they consider
Bro, why he got that ugly ass yellow fit on, son? Bumblebee eye. What?
lower than you are going to be under threat of suffering a punishment for insubordination, even if they didn't really do anything wrong.
That's even better, bro. You're making my case, bro. If the Pinky just putting that shit on, they don't even got a uniform. They just putting that shit on. That's still better to me.
I'd say the thumb are the best if you plan to stay in an
Don't
affiliate
disrespect my
syndicate,
boy.
since they're
Okay. Now this might be the most gooner thing I've seen in this entire game, actually. Slight cleavage with the shoulder tats. But I'm fucking with this. This is aura. This is an aura of this vibe has aura, actually. In fact, the guy that you're insulting is a color fixer like Virgilus. They aren't. They just aren't saying it. Pinky will never get anyone here. Yes, it is. So this is the Ishmael. Okay, this one is fire. This because no characters know. This is just fire.
protection is just too strong to pass up. And if you see a thumb member, then you'll know to just bow down to them and show respect. Not that you'll see them too often when you're not their official member. Now, if you want my opinion on what's the best finger to join as an actual member, I'd have to say probably the... What's that sound?
So yeah, y'all were right still.
For the purposes of
Y'all were right. He's literally saying the middle is the best one to join. So y'all were correct.
quality of life, the middle are just a better version of the thumb. They have a closely knit hierarchy, are extremely strict when it comes to rules, and they enforce them with extreme prejudice. But what differentiates them from the bootlicker mafia is that they actually care about the members. They'll protect their members and subsequently punish the offenders according to the Book of Vengeance. Notably, the laws outlined in the book are pretty
This is y'all favorite character right here, huh? This is y'all favorite character right here, huh? This y'all favorite character, huh? This who be getting y'all hype, huh? This is who be getting y'all hype, huh? The middle was just a big family. I'll say, right, all of this sounds like it would suck. Middle Dawn, Gooner Peak. This good goons? This is good goons right here? That's not Heathcliff Gang? Hey,
lax
bro.
when it comes to stuff inside.
I kind of hope that one day we get
meaning
merch.
that it's pretty rare that a member of the middle is
Bro, like, you know how many times I've been written into the Book of Vengeance? Probably too many at this point now.
punished by another member due to something unreasonable. The atmosphere inside the syndicate is very welcoming and laid back. Everyone
I'd
treats
say
each
that,
other
bro.
with friendly gestures and respect, kind of like bros. And the higher ranking members are more than happy to treat their underlings to something that will improve their capabilities and boost morale. Everyone is generally pretty buddy-buddy with each other, not minding if a member doesn't exactly fit in with the group. They even throw welcome parties for
No, I
newcomers.
went live at the same time
And
I
the
usually
reward
go live at,
structure
bro.
is very simple. For each punishment that you carry out, you
Damn,
may
2
add
a.m. is
one
crazy, though.
additional enhancement or two on your body. Very straightforward. Even if you're somehow not fond of their culture and just want to be an affiliate, any offenses towards you are still recorded in the Book of Vengeance, meaning that their reputation offers a robust protection as well. The middle is, perhaps, the best syndicate to ally yourself with.
I ain't gonna say the middle is the best syndicate, but then he gonna show us Gregor not in the middle. He got a little roach on his collar, bro. That's funny. Good details.
Due to the
Good
general
details, good
lack
details.
of ridiculous restrictions and responsibilities, and a slew of benefits that you may gain if you decide to fully commit to their ways. And you get to have a badass boss theme. What more could you really want? Well, associating yourself with one of the
It's in every
trainers
ID
is
art.
not all sunshine and rainbows, and still has some general drawbacks. You will
Okay, so let's recap, chat. Recap. So we come to the world, try to be normal, get clapped. Try to be in a regular gang. I forget what it's called. Get clapped. But joining a syndicate is our highest chance. That Greg is in the middle. That was his middle. Oh, it looked like it was the other people in the red. But like we get clapped, right? So joining a syndicate under them, under the middle, would be the best option for us in all actuality.
still be working under someone's orders, meaning that it's their decision whether or
Get
not
eventually
to be sent
clapped,
to a
fair.
battle you can't possibly win. Showing discontent and refusal to obey will usually result in some group restructuring of your organs. And if you're thinking halfway through that this violent life isn't for you and decide to quit, don't. Also, Rylan fingers won't be deterred much by your chosen finger's protection if they have something to gain from fighting you. So you are still not entirely safe in the city, even when under one of the most powerful.
You know what? You're in the middle, but the thumb really wants to kill you. So you're probably gonna die when you leave your home. Like, that's true. That's fucking true.
organizations there is. If I understand you correctly, Venno, then joining a syndicate will actually lower my chances of survival. And working a desk job is not exactly 100% safe. Is there a way to guarantee you won't get killed out there? Good question, Turi. The options I listed are ones that you can realistically take with the capabilities of an average modern human in a realistic time frame. We're not considering here the best potential outcomes a person could reach. Remember what I've told you about power?
That's fair.
Yeah, it's everything in the city, right? Yes. And which individuals hold the most amount of power? The wings? Individuals, my friend.
Pretty tough. This art is pretty fucking fire. Gotta be fair.
Color fixers are the pinnacle of what a person can reach by themselves in the city. They are the best specialists in their fields and are usually worth hundreds of.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think I'd be a color fixer. What y'all think? Y'all think I could be a color fixer? If you guys if we all went to this world together and then you guys built all of the everything for me to become a color fixer, you think I'd be able to do it, or what? Am I cooked? Think I might cook? I think I have some talent somewhere like that would make me like an inspiring like color fixer. You need to have the strength to be one, so doubt it. I would need. You don't know anything about my strength, bro. You would never become one. You don't have a chance, dude. See, you know what? Hold on. Bro said you need to have the strength. So doubt it. I know I'm stronger than you, bro. 100%. I 100% know I'm stronger than you. So becoming a color fixer is hell. I've been through hell and back and made it. You're not becoming a color fixer. You should at least have some faith in me. Like at least 10%. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, with enough time and not dying, you could do it. The color fixers have a lot of infighting. Color fixers take a punch that could destroy a building on a daily. I mean, if you get to one rank, about your hold on. If it's not about strength, it's about your ideals and mentality and dreams. Okay, so see, if it's about your ideals, mentalities, and dreams, I definitely think I could become a color fixer. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I'm assuming us coming to this world, and I'm saying us because we are becoming a color fixer to make me a color fixer together. So all of the hard work you guys will be putting in would also be putting in my hard work too. You feel me? So at that point, right, I should be able to make it, no? I think that might work. I wouldn't even make it as grade 5 if I locked in somehow. Can you fight a 200-year-old blood fiend? Yes, I can, bro. I can fight a 200-year-old blood fiend. If you have good experiences of fighting and have the best gear, fucking know seeing what role investment the other colors can do, you can hope to polish their shoes one day. And also, there are a lot of bureaucracy to rank up as a fixer. I don't know about that one. Don't most color fixers have Shin? I don't know what Shin is, so. But I'm assuming if we come to this world, oh, I'm an egoist, bro. What are you talking? I'm like a super egoist, bro. Did you not know that? If I could put money into a scale for it, wing owners are billionaires, while color fixers are trillionaires. Can you fight a whale the size of the city? If I'm in this universe, bro, if I'm in this universe, I'm fighting everything, bro. It doesn't matter. If I'm here, I'm fighting everything. I die, I'm coming back. You feel me? I die, I'm coming right fucking back. What are you talking about? Bro, what? I mean, it's not stated, so I don't know. I think it's just funny if Carmen, who wants to cure the disease of the mind, becomes a hypocrite and causes that. Okay, so hypothetically, if you did become a color fixer, what would your title be? Damn, they have titles too? Do they make their own titles, or is their title something that someone builds that's just based off of what they're doing? Bro, finna die to the dimension of no matter. Resurrection is strictly prohibited by the head. Doesn't matter. I'm better than him. I'm the head now, man. I'm the color fixer. That question was phrased wrong. Can you survive a 200-year-old blood fiend? Yep, I can still do that, bro. Black Glazer. That's fucking hilarious, actually. The color was something related to them. So red gaze because his eyes are red. Okay, I mean, I think I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I think if you can lock in, if it's about your willpower, we're gonna just use the word willpower because I don't remember the 3 words that were said earlier. If it's about your willpower, I think if you lock in, you can do it. You can make it. You can make it. No, you aren't coming back. Revival is a taboo set by the head. If you revive, you are more than so. I shouldn't even bother asking this, but if Mr. Clockhead is reviving motherfuckers and he's not getting in trouble, I'm revived in that motherfucker too, bro. But I wouldn't know that. If we were in this world, I wouldn't know that. Just willpower alone isn't going to make it. People could just sort into blood fiends as well. Okay, let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video. Let's get back. That was great.
They are often described as people with the most.
Bro, I could definitely, bro. I think I could be up there with them, bro. I think I could be up there with them, bro. You feel me? I could be up there holding a pipe, little pipe shit. You feel me? I think I'd be up there with them. I think I'd be up here with them, bro. Like, not gonna hold you. Technically, if you have the willpower, you would actually have cannon plot armor in this world. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely know I have the willpower, bro, and I have a lot of technical ability in real life.
Amount of freedom in the city, though most of them are still bound by organizations and obligations. Not many people would even dare approach them, since everyone knows that a fair fight against one will lead to almost certain defeat. They are not invulnerable and, at the end, are human, but they've accumulated enormous amounts of experience working in this profession, so making friends with them is probably the best choice. There's no exact guide on how to become a color, but we can guess some kind of baseline. First, you'll at least have to be stronger than a grade 1 fixer, which
you said. So essentially because he has a clock, so he's just rewinding time. It's technically not like a regular revive. That's fair. But what the head defined as revive is vague, so Dante's not good. That's fair. But I would say none of y'all have as much as y'all enjoy this universe, none of y'all have no faith in yourself that you could grind to becoming a color fixer. Like you would just be cooked. Like if the path was laid out for you, let's say it like that, you come to this world, somehow you go through the craziest chains of events, right? And you start learning and building up your experience. You don't think you'd be able to make it? You would just be cooked? That's a little crazy. Can I say something? But it's a spoiler. If not, yeah. Don't spoil. If it's in the main story game, don't spoil it. Or do. I don't really give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really give a fuck anymore. So
may entail you climbing the totem pole right from the bottom. That's what.
Because I'm not saying we would pop into that world and like, first day, color fixer. That's not happening. That's not happening on the first day. I think that like if you were really trying to stay alive, you could make it happen. I know I have no plot armor.
Well,
that's
Kali
fair.
Did, after all, and she's the strongest color there is, so she must know a thing or two about being the underdog. Second, you'll need a sizable amount of reputation or notoriety to be noticed by the Hana Association. They are the ones assigning colors to fixers after all. Sounds easier said than done. There may be other requirements that we don't know of, but ultimately, it is Hana's decision whether or not you qualify to be among the strongest. And that's a big deal. With the title comes the respect and fear of others. No one will even dare to challenge you, and even if they do, then they're probably not smart enough to survive an encounter with you. You'll be on top of the world, near untouchable. Unless we consider that half of the colors we've seen in the story have died one way or another.
Damn, that's kind of tragic. So Roland dies? I don't know who the rest of these people are, so I don't really give a fuck. But Roland dies? Damn, bro.
Some cases it was in different timelines, but still, their survival
Okay, so it might not be main timeline. Okay,
rate
we're good,
is
we're good.
kind of low for the strongest people. in the
Okay,
city.
good,
Even
good,
the
good, good,
actual
good, good, good,
strongest
good,
fell
good, good.
when protecting her colleagues from the head. Well, wait a second. Is this the lady that collected my taxes 10 minutes ago? If you're being oppressed by an authoritarian regime, why not join one? The head are basically on top of the system. If you break one of the numerous taboos or simply don't pay taxes, they will find you and will show you why you don't mess with them. We only seen 3 types of occupations one may undertake to be under the government's direct control. The claws are super soldiers, drugged up on copious amounts of serums, which are products of several singularities.
Bro got hella serums in his body. He's geeked up phenomenally right now.
The Beholders are intel agents tasked with knowing everything that's going on within the city. And the Arbiters are direct enforcers of the head, equipped with as many singularities as they can wield, and are mostly older women, at least the only 2 we've seen are. The only people that can even compare to them are color fixers, and even then the Arbiters usually hold the advantage. Unfortunately, not even they are immune to being dead, which means that there is no escape from the unpredictable fate that awaits you in the setting. And if you
So anybody in this universe could die. Serums are just drugs, not gonna lie. Yeah, they're just geeked up, brother. They're geeked up on some shit. Got 3 perk 30s in their body. They're really moving different.
are still considering becoming a government lab dog, there's no information on how to become one of these guys. So you might as well give up on becoming the strongest person there is.
They're high on power? Nah, for real, bro.
Thank you for watching. This was more of an entertainment video than anything else. It's
This is Pete, bro. W video. Shout out to Leno. I forgot that's what he said his name was at the beginning. That was a good video. That was a good video. Like, holy shit. Color fixer